Hey people, Impregnable 53 Faction War. This is Catherine Purification Plant and Ordo Malleus versus Tyranids. For the blue Ordo Malleus team, LunaticRed is a brother captain, a durable hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and support fighting in melee. Alongside, Sergeant Smith 501 is an Eversor assassin, a risk-reward brawler that explodes on death. And rounding off, the blue team is Redacted with a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster with strong support and control. Red Tyranid team, 2 Hive Tyrants. First up is Stinger, and this is Chuzar. These are powerful synapse creatures that walk through objects and cannot be suppressed, bringing durability, support, and offense. I shall call you Eusebio and Alfredo. Rounding off the teams then, Revs with a Ravener Alpha, a tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense, and a bit of support. Begins with a ranged weapon, just backing away from the Strat Squad. There is the Eversor assassin popping the Psychon, granting more damage and damage resistance, but he spends health to activate it. Hormagaunt's getting torn up, Strat Squad getting torn up too, but looks like they're going to be okay. Yeah, now we can try to split and run and shoot down the Eversor, but here come the double Stormtroopers in the mid. Meanwhile, west side, triple Stormtroopers here for Redacted the Daemonhunter. Where is he though? He's just capping over here, just hanging out. East side, meanwhile, brother captain getting very deep in enemy territory, chased by Hormagaunts. Might go down here. Looks like maybe gonna make it out, but they could be chased as well. Strat Squad, meanwhile, already with the Tomes of Titan, gives them the energy burst and the banishment. They start with purification to give energy to someone. Oh, here is Alfredo, the Hive Tyrant, to murder that brother captain. And he kind of got up briefly and then went back down again. That was weird. But he's down. Looks like the Daemonhunter is going to revive all the way from the west. The Ravener Alpha also went down here. Too many las guns, I guess. Stinger with a Warrior Brood on the way. I don't think they got double termagants up, did they? I think they spent all their requisition on the power here, which is fair enough. Once those warriors up, 2 of the Stormtroopers here with the Sergeants, gives them those handy no-fuse grenades. Here comes a wave of Hormagaunts though, with a Hive Tyrant to back them up with some synapse. Oh, the Hive Tyrant of Chuzar went down, reviving the Ravener Alpha there. But they in turn can get revived by Eusebio, the Hive Tyrant, to spread the XP around. Eversor Assassin already into level 2 from that first engagement. That was a banishment. Hormagaunts getting ripped up. I think this one fella here is far enough away. Looks like they got out. The Daemonhunter did indeed revive the brother captain. This is Eusebio with a seismic roar, granted by the rending talons. A really solid melee weapon, really. Stays pretty useful with that disruption on demand. Can he get away though? Maybe? I think so. Oh, he stopped. Not sure why he stopped. He stopped as soon as they stopped shooting him, which was weird. Meanwhile, east side, bit of a power bash. 1 gen down, like a power tickle. Warrior Brood is up for all 3 Tyranid players here. In fact, double warriors for Stinger. They did refactor the costs a bit, so Warrior Brood take a little bit more to get onto the field, but their Barb Strangler is a bit cheaper if you want that upgrade. More rending talons for Alfredo, the Hive Tyrant from Chuzar. We have Interceptors for LunaticRed, Purgation here for Sergeant Smith. There's your Interceptors, they're a teleporting unit, so they can get onto the termagants, but they're going to be counter-initiated here by the Hive Tyrant, by the Warrior Brood, and by Hormagaunts, of course, if they're around. 2v1 against LunaticRed now. Oh, Sergeant Smith is here too. Got the Purgation in play here. Warrior Brood knocking down stuff. Interceptors doing some decent work. That was a Barb Strangler shot, so that'll be a prime target for the Interceptors to teleport on this guy. With the Barb Strangler take him down, get those synapse bombs going on. Here comes the Eversor. Hormagaunts here do have adrenal glands, so doing some good damage in tier 1. And they get the brother captain again. They do get the brother captain again. Purgation now here to try and suppress things with the incinerators. They suppress the Hormagaunts, but not the Warrior Brood. Maybe they should have used Purge by Flame there. Maybe it's already been used. and it's on cooldown or something. 402 to 454.
An ally's forces are under attack.
Tier 2 for Sergeant Smith, Tier 2 for Redacted. Daemonhunter's down. Commenting on the double warriors, I guess they took him by surprise and meleeed him to death. Triple Stormtroopers, all with Sergeants, no grenade launchers, straight into Tier 2. Can they get a quick Dreadnought maybe to punish the double warriors in melee? That'd be fun to see. Level 2 Hive Tyrant here for Chuzar, and also for Stinger. Raven Alpha's still level 1. There's the Seismic Roar again. Looks like they're going to use it to escape. I don't think he got any knockdown with it though. Went close enough to be knocked over in the mid. Power bashing. Not bothering to steal it, I'd suppose. Any more levels on these units? I don't think so. Daemonhunter got level 2. Don't think he got any war gear. Chuzar goes tier 2 now. No sign of any tier 2 units. Oh, there we go. Purifies on the way for Sergeant Smith. That's going to be fun. Maybe they can get in on some kill zone action with the axe. If they get it. Brother Captain's revive. Eversor Assassin hits level 3. But the kill zone like debuffs your melee damage, right? I assume it also buffs your melee damage, but I assume that's only for the Eversor. Seismic Roar for the Hive Tyrant. It's got the improved synapse. And here is Bioplasma. It looks like it's going to go down though. Maybe. It's very, very low. They're trying to finish him. 2 hit points, 1 hit point. Yep, down they go. Purgation Flee for Sergeant Smith. Hormagaunts doing some good work there. And Strike Squad also flee for Sergeant Smith. Here comes the Eversor Assassin though. He's not happy. Pops the Psychon. Instantly gets knocked over by the warriors. Got some Vindicator Assassin support. All the assassins turning up from Redacted. Got messed up though in melee with no war gear and stuff. Here are the Purifiers. They have power melee weapons, and their Justicar has a heavy melee Demon Hammer. He also gives them some health regen in combat. I'm not sure if he also boosts their health. The Strike Squad Justicar does boost their health by 20% and strengthens their banishment and stuff. Interceptors do have their Justicar for that furious intervention. This could be a bad fight here for LunaticRed. Strike Squad having to retreat through a bunch of stuff, but a good special from the Brother Captain. He put Mind Blades on himself, I think. I think that blue effect there is Mind Blades, and down he goes. I believe he had the he's got the Nemesis Force Halberd. That's why it put Mind Blades for that splash damage power melee to be buffed up by 30%. You can also get Bulwark on his accessory slot, which is a pretty cool ability, I think. It's 15% more damage, and it gives you 35% damage resist. Now, the tooltip for the ability just says 35% damage resist, but the tooltip for the war gear says it's specifically melee damage resist. I'm not sure which is true, but 35% of it is pretty damn good. It's also got a really short cooldown. I think it's only 30-second cooldown on the Bulwark, so you can kind of spam it, especially with Sanctifier and Purification giving you energy back. Hive Tyrant of Chuzar runs away. Double Purifiers for Sergeant Smith. Don't remember the last time I saw this. That should be fun. We do have a Grey Knight Dreadnought too, but they've gone for Plasma Cannon. Corrosive Devourer up for the Raven Alpha. There's the Electro Shock Grubs too. Can they put some damage, put some work in on the Grey Knight Dreadnought there? Is that Retribution? Oh, the Daemonhunter's down over there. Not sure what that was, silencing that stuff. Oh, it was Energy Field or Psychic Field or whatever it's called from the Purifiers. It drains your energy and silences your abilities these days. Doing some decent work. Haven't took much damage, these double Purifiers here. Maybe we'll see Gene Stealers in response. That'll be a hell of a melee fight. Anything for the Eversor yet? Nope. Poured resources into the army so far. Down goes the Hive Tyrant of Stinger. That's Eusebio. Brother Captain's back to his feet. Nemesis Force Halberd. Mantle of Terror. Battle Rights is cool, I think. And Unending Purge in for more energy regen and heal on hit. Battle Rights has a relatively long cooldown. I think it's 60-second cooldown. But you get 3 health per second, which is not a lot, but it lasts for 20 seconds. It's got a large radius too. There's like a short cast time on it. And then it's just active. You don't need to be near the brother captain after it's activated. 319 to 419. Whoop blast, knocking the Eversor assassin on his ass there. Backing off though is Chuzar, which is smart. 2 players here. And, you know, double purifiers and an Eversor running at you. But here's some support now. Now it's Sergeant Smith's turn to flee. Could have stayed in play, maybe? Because LunaticRed is right here. Now Lunatic needs to back off. Are they not going to push in? They should push in here. They should get onto the power. They're turning to engage the Purgation. They should push up the east side now. Are they going to do it? Looks like Chuzar is going to do it. Revs, though, has gone back to the mid. I think they should have done a full push there and got a full bash and maybe tried to sit on it for a while and harass it. Maybe Revs will come through the mid and do it. There we see the battle rights heal over time. And when you have some units that have the health regen in combat thing, it's pretty good. Can't remember if the strike squad get that from their Justicar. These guys don't have their Justicar anyway. Interceptors teleporting in. And they forced off Chuzar. What about Revs? I feel like they kind of divided themselves there. And they could have got a power bash. There's the psychic field from the purifiers. The Daemonhunter has got his force rod. Seems to be a very popular weapon for this guy. Every time you see him, he's got this force rod. Gives the Retribution, which is a knockback. I think it does damage. Yep, damage. And silences you. Tome of Tranquility, also super popular. AoE energy regen. Cooldowns down. And his own energy goes up as well. Energy regen, rather. It's a cool accessory. It does a lot for you. 319 to 351, especially in a 3v3. Could be increasing the energy regen of 3 armies if they're close enough to you. Strike squad getting in amongst the Venom Brood here. It's another Venom Brood. Looks like they couldn't get much done on the Dreadnought though. Meanwhile, what is this? That was some of the Purifiers trying to bash powder, so they got one of the gens. And here, oh no, Daemonhunter's fallen over. Hormagaunts killed him, I guess. East side, still a back and forth, pretty even here again from Chuzar and LunaticRed. Nobody's really been able to get through and bash and kind of sit on the power and harass it, I don't think. That is Stinger still down over here. Repairs for the Dreadnought, lots of repairs. All 3 of those Stormtroopers repairing him. Looks like they're not going for a power bash here. Trying to stabilize. Nothing wrong with that. But I think when they had 2 armies on this east side of Tyranids, should have gone for the power bash. It's not as important to stabilize on the side of the map that doesn't have the contested VP. Be a bit more aggressive with the power bash attempts. Brother Captain getting heals off his ranged attacks too. It says every attack that he lands, so I guess so. 319 to 285. Interceptors going after the zone throat. And that was the grenades that they have. Psych out grenades. That suppression and energy drain. Really good to use against a zone threat because you take away its shield and make it even slower. Big engagement here. Psychic field is in. You have the, looks like the, is that the Synapse Aura for damage in the Revenant Alpha? Yeah, I see the purple synapses. So they have that. Seismic Roar in there. There's that Synapse Aura for damage. We have Regenerate as well. Strike squad getting messed up for LunaticRed. In fact, they wipe out LunaticRed down to just 2 units now. That could be a pivotal fight. Where were the Purifiers? I guess they were fighting elsewhere. Eversor Assassin now with Killzone from the Eviscerator Axe and Frenzon. Looks like he's going to go down here. Yep, goes down. But that'd be fun to see. You should just saw Killzone in there. Always forget to look up exactly what Killzone does. It does a lot. I know that. Plasma Cannon gets a decent shot. No support here though, needs to back away. Oh, something's coming in. Paladins? It is Paladins. I guess that's the only thing he could be. Because Crusaders spawn at base. And nobody else can call Paladins in. Paladins in then from LunaticRed. Powerhouse tier 3 infantry. Terminator variant with heavy melee demon hammers. And the Liber Demonica will give them holy grounds, boosting speed of allies and slowing speed of enemies. It's really good. Tyranids on the power bash with double termagants. They're giving it a good go. Maybe they'll get one gen before these guys teleport on them. And then suppress them with the psych out. Zone throw could be the target though. They got one gen, well done. There's the teleport. The captain's in there, but here comes a Carnifex for Chuzar. They've gone for the Venom Cannon though. Not great anti-infantry, but as you saw, the Bioplasma could do some work for you. Here comes the Eversor Assassin, going for a Melter Bomb. There's the kill zone, I think. But tell me what it does. Just says benefits the Eversor and cripples his enemies. I think it debuffs melee skill or increases his melee skill, and the same thing with damage and stuff. It's really powerful, but obviously you can just move out of the area of effect and not be affected by it. I think it's only persistent while you're in it. But of course, if you're just kind of running away from an area, you're vulnerable to other things. There's the Holy Ground. Psychic Scream up for Chuzar. Cool accessory, this thing. 30% less damage for 15 seconds, I think it is. Which is a lot. For the whole fight. 318 to 178. Purifiers are on the Ravener Alpha. Level 4. Almost at 1,000 hit points with that regenerate, but does go down. Dreadnought's done well. Level 3 this fella. Got that Maelstrom. Purgation on the way now for LunaticRed.
Understood. We have 300 points remaining.
Triple cap? Not quite. Blue team gonna get a natural back. There's that Psychic Field. They can't use the Crippling Poison while that's active. Interceptor's coming in now. It's a scary melee blob here developing. Well, it's always been there, I guess, but with the Paladins, it's even scarier, potentially. Land Raider Crusader is up. Grants energy and health regen to nearby allies. They can also reinforce off it. Can't retreat back to it like the Redeemer, though. Decent. Well, pretty damn good long-range anti-infantry firepower, too. Carnifex. Thornback. What are you being targeted by? Oh, Rats of Exorcism. Don't get to see this very often. Cripples and weakens enemy vehicles. I think it makes them take more damage and slows them down. It's a pretty good ability to mess with vehicles. And I guess the Carnifex counts as a vehicle, as it should. 260 to 178. Paladins, are they going for the VP? I think they were trying to get the Carnifex over there. Uh-oh. Paroxysm. Percentage-based psychic damage. Really bad news for Paladins, since they have so much health and they take extra damage from psychic. That was painful. The Hive Tyrant is going after them. Throws out the Seismic Roar. Looks like they're going to be okay-ish. There's that Battle Rights again. Big fan of that. See the health regen now on those interceptors, level 3. And it does affect your allies too, including your heroes and stuff. Ordo Malleus looking strong on the west side. Is it time for the Tyranids to push mid hard here? Or are they going to try it, take him on head on with Venom Cannon and stuff? Maybe. Looks like they're going for it. Hive Tyrant went down quickly. There's the Melter Bomb going in on the Carnifex. Can still fire. Just can't move as swiftly. A good Bioplasma on the Dreadnought too, kicking off in the mid and on the west side. There's an Orbital Beam. There's a Paroxysm. Interceptors teleporting in on your left. That Zone Throat surely is done for. Yep, Zone Throat goes down. The blue team have defended. And defended well. Tyranids out of the west side, but they're still in the mid. Still no Gene Stealers here. They've got big melee forces to deal with here. It's so tempting to get Carnifexes out, I suppose. This one with Thornback. Extra health. Also charge. I don't think it gets more damage for this, does it? There's that Rites of Exorcism again. And it is doing some work. They have a conversion beamer back there from Sergeant Smith. Looks like the Carnifex has got away. There's a Brood Nest over here. Yeah, Ordo Malleus looking strong. Double Vortimers for Redacted. More Carnifexes though. We've got a Venom Cannon. Is that double Thornback? Oh, this one doesn't have an upgrade yet. And there's one more on the way. No Carnifexes for Stinger. Looks like they're hurting in all the fights, having to spend a lot of requisition. This effect here is a ability of the Eversor to reveal all units on the map, all enemy units. It's called like Vindicare, off-map Vindicare support or something. It just spots them all for you. Retribution keeps them back. Daemonhunter might need to retreat now though. There's a Tyranids formation. Oh, they got a Daemonhunter. Rip Storms, says Sergeant Smith. I guess they got Tyranids formed. And these Spires do grant a special synapse. Massive fight here now. Going after that Land Raider. Double Purifiers and the Paladins right there. Paladins not getting into melee yet though. This kind of shooting. Purifiers and now Interceptors in amongst the Venom Brood. Oh, that was the... Oh man, that was the Paladins with that onslaught. That was nasty. It was the Paladins, not the Interceptors. Not sure where the Interceptors are actually. Are they still alive? They are still alive. They're coming out of base though. Blue team again defend the VP. Stinger says, I keep losing everything. Yeah, you need some meat. You need some Carnifex action. Because your Venom Brood and stuff, they're just going to get torn up by Sergeant Smith's melee army here. It's double Purifiers, level 4 and level 4, they've done really well. Is that 2861? Bloody hell. A lot of health at level 4, those fellas. I don't see a way back for the Tyranids now. Got some Grey Knight Terminators for LunaticRed. Got Paladins and Terminators. Really good Bioplasma shot on that Vortimer. Some Battle Rights healing for all that stuff. 258 to 29. Barb Strangler can't suppress the Paladins and the Terminators. This is just very difficult to deal with. These guys are running at you. With melee Carnifexes, maybe. I don't think I agree with the double Venom Brood, the double Venom Cannon, sorry, Carnifexes here. I guess the thinking was we'd go hard after the Land Raider with them, but there's a bunch of stuff you got to get through first. The heck is this? Oh, it's not Canticle Absolution, is it? Yeah, it gives health and energy regen to your stuff from the global bar of the Brother Captain, I believe. There's an orbital at the end too. Strong victory for Ordo Malleus. They had a rough fight like over here at one point. LunaticRed I think was down to 2 units, but he got the Paladins up straight after that and kind of built on from there. Sergeant Smith was strong throughout the game in the mid, and again Redacted got a setback or two but came through strong with the Land Raider and the double Vortimers. Let's look at these heroes. Level 7 Brother Captain, the Holy Armor of Titan. So he switched out of the Battle Rights one, the Canticle of Absolution. Is that what it's called? I'm getting confused. No, Mantle of Terror is the one that has the Battle Rights on it. Eversor with his friends on. What's this thing doing again? Suppression immunity, knockback immunity, and damage resist, but he loses health per second. Fair enough. Level 3 Hive Tyrant did have the Crushing Claws at the end. Bonded Exoskeleton and Psychic Scream, so it's ready to fight. Level 5 Ravener Alpha, and a level 4 Hive Tyrant for Chuzar. It's floating in the air there. That's quite weird. Well, there you have it. Big thanks to these players. Big thanks to Impregnable for hosting the event. And thanks to you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.